Ancient Valyria began as a land of simple shepherds, but everything changed when they found dragons in the 14 Flames, a ring of volcanoes in eastern Essos. With dragons at their command, Valyria's power grew. They conquered half the known world, ruling for over 5,000 years. Their capital became the heart of the greatest civilization ever seen. In Valyria, magic flourished. Towers reached for the skies where dragons soared. Mages flirted with blood magic. Smiths used spells to forge Valyrian steel, weapons sharper and stronger than any other. But 400 years ago, disaster struck. The Doom, a massive volcanic eruption, shattered Valyria. It wiped out most dragons and created the feared Smoking Sea. Only one family of dragonlords survived, the Targaryens. A century later, Aegon Targaryen set his sights on Westeros. He conquered almost the whole continent, starting a dynasty that lasted 300 years. From this line came Daenerys Targaryen, carrying on the legacy of Old Valyria. What was life like when dragons ruled the skies? How did Valyrians govern, wage war, and worship? What marvels of magic and technology did they create? And what truly caused their doom? This is the tale of Daenerys' ancestors, the story of Valyria, the most advanced civilization ever known. The Valyrian capital was built into a volcano. Dragonlords lived at the volcanic face, near their power source. The Aegon, or Blood Tower, stood left of the main palace. Here, blood mages are believed to have held back volcanoes, performed genetic experiments, and used blood magic to infuse dragon blood into their bloodline. The industrial area was called Valyrian. It housed slaves who died by thousands, fueling Valyria's insatiable greed. The Faceless Men are believed to have originated in these brutal mines. The Porter Valyrian served as the residential quarter, while the Forum was the social center, featuring a massive arena. Valyrian architecture was ornate and colossal. Topless towers pierced the sky, while sphinxes and dragons adorned every surface. Dragonstone, though merely an outpost, hints at Valyria's grandeur. Built with arcane arts, it was shaped to resemble dragons, with dragon motifs everywhere, such as small dragons framing gates, dragon claws holding torches, dragon wings covering the armory, and dragon tails forming archways and staircases. Valyrians used dragonfire to fuse stone, creating the Black Walls of Volantis, and an extensive network of dragon roads, rivaled only by Yeti's stone roads. This blend of power, magic, and slavery brought Valyria to its peak, but may have also sown the seeds of its destruction. Clearly, Valyrian technology was advanced. They harnessed dragonfire to melt stone and built massive structures, but their crowning achievement was Valyrian steel. These blades never dulled, their rippled pattern a signature of their power. Lighter, yet stronger than common steel, they could slay any enemy, even White Walkers, as we later see. The forging process died with Valyria. Was it truly magic and dragonfire? None can say. After Valyria's doom, rarity made it priceless. The Lannisters are said to have bought a single Valyrian sword, Bright Roar, by paying its weight in gold enough to raise an army. Magic and science were no strangers to Valyrians. Their alchemists crafted glass candles, twisted pillars burning with strange light. Their sorcerers used these candles to see across mountains and seas and to send visions through dreams and communicate across half the world. Thus, in Valyrian hands, even light became a tool of conquest. If tales of commingling human DNA with beasts are to be believed, then Old Valyria had genetic engineering. Reportedly, these experiments were common on their slaves in colonies like Gogossos. Here, blood magic was used as a cruel method of torture to birth human and beast hybrids. It might seem unlikely that a civilization built on cruelty, slavery, and sorcery would worship gods. Yet Valyria had a pantheon, though little is known about it. Targaryen dragons bore the names of Valyrian deities: Balerion, Vhagar, Meraxes, and Syrax. Beyond these names, Valyrian gods remain a mystery. Surprisingly, the Valyrian freehold showed remarkable tolerance towards other faiths. Conquered peoples worshipped freely, so long as they paid their taxes. This indifference suggests the Dragonlords may have been atheists, using religion just as a tool to control the masses. Think about it. Valyrians named their dragons, who were essentially their weapons and pets, after gods. It implies the Dragonlords saw themselves as equal to or above these deities. In Valyria, faith likely served as another instrument in the quest for dominion. Although frequently called an empire, technically Valyria was neither kingdom nor empire. The Valyrian freehold granted equal say to all freeborn landholders. But this democracy masked an oligarchy ruled by wealthy nobles. 40 Dragonlord families dominated Valyrian politics. These houses, Targaryens among them, wielded dragons and sorcery to maintain power. Yet Valyrian society was far from egalitarian, built on the backs of slaves who outnumbered free Valyrians 3-1 or more. Women rode dragons alongside men, suggesting political equality surpassing their Westerosi counterparts. However, polygamy and sibling marriages remained common among the elite. Among the families that escaped the Doom, House Targaryen was a minor family, but they at least had dragons. House Valyrian and House Celtigar were ranked even lower than the Targaryens and never had any dragons in Valyria. Coming to military, their might was unparalleled. Dragons formed the core of their forces, supported by ground troops and a formidable navy. Their extensive road network and glass candles ensured swift communication and support. At its peak, Valyria commanded thousands of dragons. During the Rhoynish Wars, they unleashed 300 dragons in a single battle, a mere fraction of their total force. Against their fires, the Rhoynar could not stand. It is said that tens of thousands burned in that war, and the very waters of the river boiled and turned to steam. But dragons alone would not have been enough. Trained ground forces would have been crucial for maintaining control over vast colonies. It is likely that Valyrian steel weapons were rare. Only 220 are documented in Westeros. Their regular troops likely used conventional arms. The Doom devastated this mighty force. Most dragons perished in Valyria, with the rest falling to uprisings in the colonies. Only Dragonlords to escape were Targaryens, fleeing to Dragonstone with 5 dragons, including the mighty Balerion. From humble shepherds to dragon-riding conquerors, Valyria's rise was meteoric. They tamed the beasts of the 14 Flames and forged an empire of fire and blood. In our next video, we'll explore Valyria's expansion and how they conquered half the known world. Then, we'll unravel the mystery of their downfall, the cataclysmic doom that shattered their dominion. Subscribe to catch these upcoming chapters in the Saga of Valyria, and consider supporting our channel through links in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching and have an amazing day.